Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are test driving a 2022 Ford Bronco Badlands equipped with the 2.3 liter Ecoboost 4-cylinder and the 10-speed automatic transmission. Before I start the video proper, I'd like to give a quick shout out to Penske Rapid Repair in Santa Ana, California. The general manager of that business is a close personal friend of mine, and this is actually his car. He let me borrow it for this review. So if you're in the Southern California area and you need window tinting, clear bra, professional detailing, or the new XPEL Stealth paint protection film, please hit up Penske Rapid Repair. There's a link to their website in the description. I think they've tinted 7 of my cars and put clear bra on 2 of them, and they always do fantastic work, so they come highly recommended. Anyway, on to the Bronco. First of all, this is a sport utility vehicle, obviously. Now, I've sold cars for about 15 years of my life, and there's all kind of marketing mumbo jumbo about why people buy sport utility vehicles. They want the adventurous outdoor lifestyle. They want the cargo space and flexibility. They want the capability to tow and haul. No, they don't. They don't want any of that. What they want is they want to sit up high. That is the primary main motivating factor as to why people buy sport utility vehicles. They don't really care about any of the other stuff. Some of them do, some of them claim to, they don't. They want to sit up high. That's what it is. Now, the Lord blessed me with 6 feet and 5 inches of height, so sitting up high doesn't make that much of a difference to me. But I will tell you that in this new Bronco, you're up high, and it's a different gradient of SUV. This is not a Toyota RAV4. This is not a Subaru Forester. This is not a Ford Bronco Sport. The last car I drove that made me feel like this was the Land Rover Defender. So this is definitely kind of on the high horse end of sport utility vehicles. So if you're into sitting up high, you're gonna love it for that reason. What I love about it is the view out over the hood. You've got these trail sights on either side. I hope those are showing up on the video, that give you a very nice demarcation of where the corners of the vehicle are. Ostensibly, those are for off-roading, so that if you're going through a narrow area with a bunch of rocks or boulders or cliffs or something, you can really place the car well when you're maneuvering it. The front of the hood slopes down, so you have a nice view at what's directly in front of the car, as nice as you can for a vehicle that's up this high. Also useful for off-roading. Let's be honest, I think most of the people that buy one of these ain't never really gonna take it off-roading, but when you're trying to cram into a tight parking place at the mall or the grocery store, it'll come in handy for you there as well. The outward visibility of this Bronco is very good, no real blind spots to speak of. Driving-wise, it's nice. It's the last Jeep that I drove was the Gladiator pickup truck. I think the most natural competitor to this would be a Jeep Wrangler. I haven't driven the newest version of the Wrangler yet, but I am about to. But it drives a lot nicer than either that Gladiator truck, which is based on the newest Wrangler's frame, or any other of the older Jeep Wranglers that I've driven in my life. This is more comfortable. This is definitely still way more SUV feeling than your standard crossover. It's a little bit bumpier. This is the Badlands edition, so it's got the kind of off-road oriented shocks, and you know, you get a little creaks and rattles from the roof. This has got the hard top on it, but those panels are removable, so occasionally you'll get a little cowl shake there, or scuttle, or whatever you want to call it. It's not pronounced, it's not offensive, and it's just part of how the vehicle's built. It's kind of one of the, I guess, compromises for having such a cool car. So the ride, you can feel it, but it's not uncomfortable. The handling is very good for what it is. Let's do a quick little turnaround here just for fun. And we can do a little acceleration. 30, 40, 50, 60. So that was foot to the floor. Not a rocket ship, but it will merge onto traffic just fine. This is available with a 2.7 liter EcoBoost V6 with more power if you need it. I don't know if it's strictly necessary. I think if I got one of these, I'd want one with the 7-speed manual. And to get the 7-speed manual, you'd have to get this 2.3 4-cylinder, and it would be fine. Acceleration, I would rate as good. I should have a scale. Acceleration. Bad, very bad, bad, good, very good, great. This is good. You don't need more, and you can't get less on this particular car, so that's good. It actually does corner surprisingly flat. I'm doing 73 through this curve, which I didn't even realize I was doing. 73 kilometers per hour, if any law enforcement officials ever watch this particular video. Yeah, the handling is good. You know, the steering's direct. You have some idea of what the front wheels are doing, a vague idea, which is better than none. But the body motions are very well controlled, which for an off-road oriented, low 4-wheel drive having truck, it's pretty rad. This thing is cool. It just looks cool. You know, you walk up to it in the parking lot, it's like, oh yeah, look at this thing. And I think they did do a great job on the styling as far as having it look modern, but also having it be a total throwback to the original Broncos. Personally, my favorite Bronco is always going to be the 93 XLT, finished in white, going up the 405 at about 45 miles an hour. That final body style of it they did, I mean, it looks great to me now. I just have kind of a personal affection for that car, regardless of it being OJ's failed escape vehicle there. But this is cool. Ford did a great job on this. General Motors brought the Blazer back too, and back in the day, the Blazer and the Bronco were kind of direct competitors to each other. But the new Blazer's just... General Motors only using half of their ass, as they typically do. And Ford really tried on this one, and they put the effort in, and that's why this car is a big deal and a success, and nobody really cares about the new Blazer. So Dodge, I'm looking at you, baby. A new Ram Charger. That's what we need next. I'm gonna have to get my buddy to... We'll have to take this thing off-roading sometimes, because it's got low 4-wheel drive, electronic locking differentials, and a button to disconnect the front sway bar. And it's the little things in life that make me happy. And the fact that you can hit a button and disconnect the front sway bar, which the front sway bar is helping me right now through these curves to keep the cornering better. But you wouldn't want it off-road because it would mess with your articulation of the front wheels. So the fact they let you disconnect that is pretty sweet. We're gonna take the old Bronco on the freeway for a couple miles. Now, it should be noted that the last generation Broncos topped out at about 45. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you know, this 2.3 liter's got plenty of power. At least it's just me in the car right now. If you were gonna be doing a lot of towing, or if you had a lot of fat people that you're gonna be hauling around all the time, you might want to look into that bigger engine. But I don't know, I think it's got enough power, the 2.3 liter EcoBoost, as opposed to the 2.7 liter EcoBoost. I have read that there's a relatively high number of engine failures on those 2.7 liters. I don't know anything about that. That's just what the internet says, but One thing I feel like on the internet is it always exaggerates car problems. They're probably not as common IRL as they are online. You know what I like about this car? It drives exactly how it should, if not a little bit better. Like, you look at it from the outside and it looks kind of rugged, and you get into it and you drive it and it feels kind of rugged. The ride's a little bit stiff. It's not uncomfortable, but it's a little bit stiff. But the steering is good and the handling is good. The handling's probably better than it should be. So it's like capability, you know? It's capable. Rugged and capable. The all-new Ford Bronco. Rugged and capable. I should be a car salesman. My buddy who bought this thing, I think he waited 9 months for it. He ordered it like forever ago because that's just the way the world is these days. So if you want one, I think you will have to either wait a long time and or pay a high price and or potentially both. He chose the former route. But he loves it, and I can see why, because it's a very nice car to drive. It looks really cool. And what else do you want out of life? Ooh, there's a Jeep Gladiator in front of us. That's not a nice car to drive, in my opinion. But I hope that person loves their Gladiator, because everyone deserves to be happy with their car. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say about the test drive on this thing. Great view over the hood, very tall, good acceleration, better than expected handling, a little bit stiff on the ride, but not overly so, and a little bit of wiggles and stuff over bumps, but that's because you can remove the plastic top and turn it into a convertible and look cool. So that's the trade-off there. So, very good car. Big fan of the new Bronco. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you have a Bronco, let me know in the comments how you like driving yours. Please like my video, subscribe to my channel, send me a check for $1 million, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.